Hello students. Today I am going to explain you chapter 1 from your book Vistas, the third level, written by Jack Finney. Jack Finney was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA and given the name John Finney. His father died when he was 3 years old and he was renamed Walter Braden Finney in honor of his father. Yet the nickname Jack remained with him throughout his life. He attended Knox College in Galesburg, Illinois. His best known works are science fiction and thrillers. Two of his novels, The Body Snatchers and Good Neighbor Sam, became the basis of popular films. Brief introduction of this lesson. The past is a good place to visit, but certainly not good to stay. The Third Level by Jack Finney is a fascinating story set in 1950s. The story is framed with numerous undertones of irony. It takes you back in time. It was a world when people hadn't seen two of the bloodiest wars in the history of mankind. The story brings to light the fact that invention of someone's imagination can be used for moving away from reality, which in all pleasing is harsh enough. Theme of this lesson. The story The Third Level is the most concise and entertaining story about time travel. Charlie wishes to be transported to the third level, the world of 1894, which is supposedly a much happier and quieter place to be. The question of whether the third level exists in reality or only in Charlie's mind can be inferred from Sam's letter. The story also dwells on the theme of escapism, not only as a psychological refuge from the grim realities of the present day world, but also as a desire to stay with the past or to keep the past alive in the complexities of the present. Explanation of this lesson. The story begins in a mock serious manner. Everyone knows that there are only 2 levels at Grand Central Station in New York. But Charlie, a 31 years old guy, asserts that there are 3 and he had been on the third level. One night Charlie, an ordinary guy, worked late at the office. He was in a hurry to reach home, so he decided to take the subway from Grand Central Station. He turned into Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue and went down the steps to the first level, where one could take trains like the 20th century. Then he walked down the second level, where trains left for suburban areas. Then he ducked into an arched doorway heading for the subway and got lost. He had lost his way a couple of times earlier too, while taking the subway. Once he entered the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel, while the other time he emerged at an office building that was 3 blocks away. But this time, when he loses his way, something unique happens. He visits the third level. Remember children, this is very important part of this story. Charlie keeps walking in the quiet corridor, angling left and slanting downward, till he reaches an architecturally old station that is completely different from the 2 familiar levels. The antiquated small room with fewer ticket counters and train gates, a wooden information booth, flickering open flame gas lights and brass spittoons remind him of the architecture of the 1800s. He also finds that people are dressed in outmoded outfits. He notices that the date in the newspaper, The World, is printed June 11, 1894. He turns towards the ticket windows and wants to buy 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. Since he had no old-style currency, he could not buy tickets and came back home. Galesburg was his native place, so he wanted to visit that place. Thank you.